NBC Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Brooklyn Barons. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Brooklyn. It's Herbert under pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack on first down, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quicker.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every single...
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over first and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. From the gun, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Allen. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Caught by Turner. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Third and 2, now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They'll give it to Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is all the way up past the 25. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Setting up to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First do no.
And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing is Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
second down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert, he's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Herbert off of play action. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham from 13 yards out. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
21. Barons, nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He's got Turner. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Again, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. This is caught. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. That frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 27. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Second down at 7.
At the Chargers' 23-yard line.
Now Wilson. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here, and no panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith from 19 yards away. And the Barons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21 yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On 1st and 10, Herbert able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Isaiah Spiller with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. In the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good. 4 on Brooklyn. First down.
Play action. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job. That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down, but they're set up well now.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Slot man moves right. Now on 2nd and 16, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
And when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 80 yards rushing for them now to this point.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Wilson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Running left, it's Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he loses the football a second time. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's good. 4-8.
Throwing is Wilson.
Out route here, he finds Turner. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, he brings it in off the deflection.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mixon, touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that.
He's got a man, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action with Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
One last shot for Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Chargers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.